Welcome to Samosa Sessions, episode 4, where I finally got a trumpet player to get on my podcast, and after weeks of begging, I finally got not Timmy. Um, Today I'm joined by Kapil.
Hi everyone, my name's Kapil. I do a lot of different extracurriculars on campus. I'm also in the marching band. I'm a sophomore at Mountain View. And yeah.
Yeah. All right, and I'm John, and I play instruments. Today I'm going to be interviewing Kapil a couple things related to marching band, and now that the season's over, getting his insights on how it's been, I guess. So I don't know. I usually start every episode asking like, "What's your experience in music, and who or what got you into playing trumpet?"
Uh Experience in music. I sort of like I started trumpet in 5th grade when everyone has to pick an instrument, right?
Mm.
You're in and it's really odd, right? I was deciding between playing the violin and the flute. I don't know how I ended up with trumpet.
It's like every Asian kid, I feel like.
Right?
Sure.
Those were my two options. My other sister, she played the trumpet in 5th and 6th grade and then moved to Perk
Mm.
in 7th and 8th. And then as a bum, she dropped out of marching band,
Oh my God, I
right?
can't I
But
can't remember your sister's name because I know my always mentioned her. Uh, Never mind. You can go on. Sorry.
right, and so then she played like a red trumpet. She rented a trumpet from the school and played a
Mm.
red trumpet. And then I was like, you know what? I'll play the trumpet just because like I don't know, it just happened, right? And then
Sure.
I stuck with it. Mom said you have to do band in 7th and 8th grade. You have to do it
Oh.
like at least freshman year. And it's like not that was a problem. I stuck with it. Had a lot of fun. Went to Disney with Mr. Lewis.
Mm.
Right. Had a lot of fun. And that's sort of how I got into trumpet. And then my other sister is always like, "You gotta learn some jazz. I like jazz." So Aaron will be my mentor.
Oh, Aaron plays jazz?
Yeah, Aaron plays lots of jazz.
Oh, that's hella fun. Yeah, whenever he's like doing that solo in one ensemble, he like kills it. So I see.
Yeah.
I wonder like what made your mom want you to like do band for all those years, I guess?
Huh?
For like, because you said your parents wanted you um to
Yeah.
continue band through middle school and then at least freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
Like, what was that about? I guess was it just like
I
on a
have no
whim or?
idea. It was just like my mom never played an instrument. She sort of regretted it, and so she's like, "You know what? You're not gonna regret it. Play an instrument."
For sure. All right. Well, I guess I think you previously answered it, but like who or what got you into marching and like what got you to continue marching past freshman year?
Well, actually, my mom never forced me to do marching band. She's sort of against the whole thing. It
Oh.
was actually my eldest sister, Anjali.
Hmm.
She was who got me into marching band. She was guard captain Blue Horizons year.
Hmm.
And that was really cool. I got in the band, and then I had so much fun freshman year, like with the section, the band. The band was just a great community. Stuck with it this year.
Nice. Yeah. Do you ever watch like Anjali like practice or perform at all?
Yeah, I'd always look forward to going to her comps and like I don't know why I still like remember going to Indy and like getting admission and like walking in.
Aw. Yeah, that's very sweet of you. All right. Next question I have for you is like, since like I'm not a wind player, obviously I don't know anything. Like, what is it like to be part of the trumpet section? Like, what's the total vibe? Like, how is it like practicing? Like being with everyone there?
Being in the trumpet section's like super chill.
Mm.
We sort of like just chill around and every once in a while we're like, okay, we gotta lock in and then like we do a little bit of work, right? And right, so I don't know what people can expect is a lot of racism.
What? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
So
all you guys have to offer is racism.
yeah.
Jesus. Um.
That's pretty much us. Oh, and then you also got like new marchers that don't know how to do anything.
Oh. All right. Dang, shots
I'll
fired.
learn though. They've gotten a lot better, which is
Mhm.
actually like really nice.
Yeah, it seems like they've definitely been picking up stuff. Um,
Yeah.
Speaking of racism, I guess, like, what was the reason that like everyone went to your house for curry on the final comp?
Everyone's everyone's been like asking for Indian food from me.
Hmm.
And so like we were going to like my parents were gonna bring Indian food to campus and we were gonna eat there. But like my dad went to Minnesota because my grandma got surgery for her shoulder.
Oh.
Yeah, and so then my mom's like, "Okay, I can't bring everything over there just because that's like too much. So like you can bring them home." And so then we all came home, we had Indian food, and then yeah.
Huh, that's nice. I heard like
Everyone's stomachs were messed up after that.
yeah. I heard like Kapil Shastri. We were doing like our candy bags, and he was just like talking next to us. And I think he was talking to like one of the freshman trumpets, and he was like, "Bro, you went to Kapil's house, and like you're eating like butter chicken. Like that's not even real Indian food. Like, what do you have to say for that?"
What I'll say is 2.0 is a bomb, and Mr. A actually started that.
Really?
He started by calling me Mr. He started calling me 1.0. And so
Oh
like
my god.
naturally that makes him 2.0, right?
Yeah.
And sort of like butter chicken was catered for them. They were the ones who wanted it. They wanted the chicken tikka masala.
Mm,
Like I personally like don't eat that much butter chicken. I'll eat what's on the table. My mom makes me more like traditional Indian food.
mm.
The food there was catered for them. And so 2.0 can remain being a bum.
For sure. What's your favorite like Indian food, I guess?
Favorite Indian food? Probably like dosa.
Dosa. That's the
Yeah.
flour pancakes or something? Like the thin ones, right?
Like the Indian crepes, yeah.
Indian crepes. Right. Yeah. Um like okay, I guess I'll move on to the next question. As a non-win person, obviously again, I don't know very much about what it's like to be with the wins. How does like a normal rehearsal go for you?
So I think really the only thing that's that different is like Mondays we start off with sectionals, but like you guys, I think you guys also get sectionals. We start off with sectionals, and then we move into Packard, and we do like ensemble music in Packard. Mr. A's with us a lot more,
Hmm.
right? So we gotta lock in there. He's like he basically just runs it as if there's no perk, right? He runs wind ensemble,
Hmm.
so it's like the same thing, but we're all standing and there's no perk. And that's sort of Mondays. And Thursdays, most of the time, we're all together, right?
Hmm.
We're just marching on the field. We do warm ups. We do all that. And then Saturdays, I don't know. Actually, I don't know what you guys do. We just are on the field and march. Sometimes we like don't see you. And it's like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah. we're I don't know. Throughout the season we've been like rewriting drill and like doing stuff by ourselves, I think. Um yeah, I don't
Uh,
know. It just be like that. Um how has it been with Charlie? Because I never get to see the guy, but I always hear like terrible things about him.
oh my God. I think the biggest thing I had against Charlie was like last year during the ballad. There was this one set when we were learning drill. He totally
Hmm.
skipped it. He
Really?
just forgot about it. Yeah.
Just
We
forgot
were
about
learning
it?
drill and he like just skipped an entire set. And so he's like when people pointed out, he's like, "Nah, I didn't skip a set." And then he was like, "Oh wait, actually I did." And so then we all had to relearn it with that skip set. And every single time, like we'd take the chunk and like the set before is where the chunk would end. And so we'd end our chunk and he'd say and step. But it was a hold. And this
Oh.
guy would continuously forget that set. And it's like he says a lot of wrong things, just the weirdest things. Derek is so much better.
Oh, right. That was another thing I wanted to bring up. Like, okay, I understand all the Charlie hate, but here in percussion, like we hate Derek. I don't understand why everyone is such a Derek Glazer. Like, I don't know.
That's because like I don't know, you guys have had very interesting encounters with Derek, right? You're not
Sure.
there enough with Derek. Derek actually is really funny. He's great. He's so much better than I think we've set such a low bar with Charlie,
Sure.
right? That someone who actually knows what they're talking about and does the right thing. is now like, okay, yeah, let's get that.
Hmm. What's Derek's experience actually? Did he do like SCV or something?
Did he what?
Did he march like DCI or
I think
anything?
so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the one thing that really like ticked me off. I mean, there's a lot of things that pissed me off this season about Derek, but like the one that like really ticked me off was like ending that like production run on Saturday because we had tears. Like, did you think that was like necessary or
I I don't know. I don't think it was.
yeah? I don't know. I feel
I
like it kind of killed it for me.
Yeah, but like Derek wants us to be better, and I'm pretty sure that's what he does with his other bands. So
Yeah, that makes sense. If Do you think there's any angle where we can fire Charlie and just keep Derek the entire time?
I'm not sure. I think that might happen. Like some people were saying some things, but we'll find out next year, I
Well, we'll
guess.
find out next year, I
Or well, you
guess.
won't.
I won't. I'll find out through other people. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. Um, I guess we can move on to the next question. So I believe at the start of the year you did end up applying for section leader. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
End of
Um.
last year.
All right. What compelled you to apply for the section leader role?
I don't know, like I really like being in leadership roles. Like I wanted to be on the leadership team.
Hmm.
I'm doing like a lot of leadership in my other things, and I'm like, I really enjoyed being in the band. I had like ideas for where I wanted like the trumpet section to go, maybe a little less racism, you know,
Sure. Sure.
but like just a number of things, and like also because there was like no one else besides us four,
Hmm.
like Timmy, Julian, me and Aaron. Like we didn't have a junior that could possibly fill that gap. So I'm like, you know what? Might as well try and apply,
For sure.
see what happens. So yeah.
Yeah. Are you like? Do you have any feelings for not being chosen to be on the leadership team this year?
I do wish Mr. A gave me a little more of an explanation.
Hmm.
Right? He sort of said, when I think of who I want on the leadership team, I have to think about who's going to be like the best fit for the team in general and like how they'll work together as a whole and something like that. But I didn't quite understand it. I'll probably bring it up in my interview again this year.
Sounds good. So it just felt like kind of vague, didn't really give you an answer that you were looking for.
Yeah, it wasn't like a real answer or like telling me, hey, here, this is what you could have improved
Hmm.
or how you could have gotten SL. It was very blanketed.
Yeah. Seems kind of very PR to try not to hurt your feelings.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. Not like I don't know if Mr. A watches the podcast or whatever, but like maybe if he stumbles upon it, he knows that it exists. I just like
Yeah.
sometimes I do wish like Mr. A would be a little bit less like sugarcoating everything, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like I want to know how to improve instead of getting like, oh, you're doing really good, or I had to. I guess in your case, it's like I chose people to fit our leadership team or whatever. But it's like
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same for you. Like I want to know how to improve so that maybe next year I can be on the leadership team.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, and I feel like during rehearsal sometimes like you guys will take a rep, he makes a comment, and then you take another rep and it's just as bad or even worse, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that was way better," and it's just like, I don't know. I kind of wish that like,
Yeah.
let's take it again and be like a little bit more honest to ourselves. Like we can do that better.
Yeah.
Do you think like leadership under Timmy Julian? Were you like convinced that that was the correct choice for Mr. A to make?
Okay, I don't want to be too controversial here because this is kind of interesting, seeing as they all might watch the podcast.
Okay,
But
just say whatever you want, man.
like honestly, I would have thought Julian and Aaron would have made great co-SLs.
Hmm.
But like for some odd reason, Mr. A's like, yeah, no, I don't do that. Like I made that decision for the flutes because they were a large section and like multiple people applied. You can't really apply together as co-SLs.
Mm.
But I don't know. I thought that might have been good, especially because like Aaron's so good with music and Julian with marching,
Mhm.
right? But honestly, after reading all of their applications, like Julian, Julian and mine's were probably like the best ones. I think, according to Aaron, Mr. A said that he didn't get SL or ASL because of his marching technique.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah. Yeah, freshman year. Do you know like the Aaron?
The what?
The Aaron. We all call it the Aaron when you
The
like
Aaron.
sag back into your hips and you just like are like just chilling back there, you know?
I think I've heard of it. Like
Right?
maybe Harry or
If you
Casey's
all see,
mentioned
if
it.
you see like all of us in like a line, we're all like just leaning back
Hmm.
and like sort of bent at the knees and like playing our horn, you know?
Yeah,
That's the Aaron.
that's very fun. Yeah. I mean, now that I think about it, it really was just like all four trumpet players applying for a leadership role, wasn't it?
It
So
was.
yeah, so I guess it was gonna be a little bit tough to secure a leadership
Yeah.
role.
But I think the great thing about like us four is that like just because those two have like the official title doesn't mean like we're not Aaron and I aren't able to step in and
Mm,
like be don't forget this or like do this because like we were in their position we can right in the position of the freshman last year we sort of know like what helped us what didn't and
mm.
then sort of helping them with that,
Yeah, absolutely.
right? The title doesn't really matter. Like at the end of the day, when we're in sectionals, we just like help out.
Mhm. So is it more like it's kind of, Timmy, Julian have leadership roles, but it's more you four kind of work together to make everything happen.
Yeah, exactly, right? When it comes time for the leadership meeting or whatever, or like planning something, they'll go into that leadership meeting and then most of the time they'll tell us what happened.
Mhm.
They'll be like, "Oh yeah, we're doing this. Oh yeah, we're doing that." Right? When they go off on Saturdays in their meeting and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go like for the new marcher." It's like, "Oh yeah, we nominated Ben. Oh yeah, we nominated Luke."
Mhm.
Like they're getting it today, right?
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of nice that you all like know each other and you're very comfortable communicating with each other like that. I think it's a
Yeah.
very very nice like structure, I suppose, for it all. Um, yeah, I guess I'll move on to the next topic. I think a little bit of a controversial one, or maybe a lot of people agree on it, but I'm not entirely sure. Now that like the season is over, how do you feel about it? I guess I had a couple of like bullet points. Like for football games, marching rehearsals, like every competition, like how was that all for you?
I think football games are completely unnecessary.
Mm.
Like they were so stupid. I would have preferred more
Yeah.
competitions over football games, right? We don't need to go to these games. I don't know what intrinsic value they give us other than, oh yeah, we're performing in front of a crowd in our uniforms, but like going to an actual competition, getting real feedback from real judges is just going to be so much more helpful and allowing us to improve more. Right? When my sister was in the band, they'd go to like 4 or 5 competitions per year, and maybe that made it a little more worth it, right? Those competitions is what marching band's really about. At the end of the day, when you step on that field and you give it your all and you play on that field, that's just something special, you know? And it's not the same thing when it's at a football game.
Yeah, absolutely. So would you say you're like more like competitively focused, I guess, in terms of marching band?
Yes, definitely. All right, as like not the only thing is like us being on the field there, like the time after, you get to chill with friends, you get to hang out, you watch the show. It's just like a great environment to be in. You're with all your friends and you're just chilling, you're watching other bands. You're like, "Yo, I wish we could be like that." Or like, "Look
Yeah.
at Homestead, look at Logan. They're
Yeah.
so good." I think for marching rehearsals, those went on for way too long. Like sometimes I felt Mr. A had nothing for us. and like he was just trying to keep it going and like fill the time, right? Sometimes on Monday practices, we'd like be in there and like, okay, guys, we ran through the opener, we ran through ballad, we ran through closer, we did it all together, we did the choreo. Okay, we have like what, 45 minutes left, half an hour left. Let's get our flip folders out and start practicing pep band music. It's like, what?
Mm.
We,
Yeah.
we don't need this. Like, if you don't have something for us, just let us go early. I sort of felt that for rehearsals and sort of last year was, I don't know. I think a lot of people share the same sentiment, but last year was just so much more fun. Like I enjoyed it a lot more. Maybe it was because there were some seniors in our section that like have done this more. We like got along with them more,
Mm.
and it wasn't like, oh yeah, they're just people under us. There were the seniors. I definitely think they made like it a lot more fun, those seniors.
Mm.
But you know, I guess that's bad.
Yeah.
Seniors leave and
You just like look so depressed about it. But yeah, no, I
I mean, right, seniors leave. That's just what happens. Maybe you'll see them sometime later. Like you're gonna leave too. We're not
yeah.
gonna see any more of these Samosa sessions.
I'm gonna force somebody to try to carry on the tradition. Somebody out there. There's got to be someone out there. Maybe Timmy. Maybe Timmy will continue some of the sessions.
Maybe Timmy.
Now that guy's like hella into like video production. It seems like so. Like maybe
Yeah,
he'll want to continue some of the sessions. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I think what you
that would
said
be
was.
interesting. A white guy running Samosa sessions.
Yeah. How often does he eat Indian food? Do you know?
I don't think he does.
Okay. Let's say
I think he eats it once a year for the when I bring Indian food for the section.
that's very fun. Yeah, as I was saying,
Yeah,
like, or as you were saying, sorry, like before with all the like, oh, we have 45 minutes, half an hour left. Let's practice like pep band music. It's not like I don't think pep band music is the most difficult thing in the world for you guys, right?
it's not.
Yeah.
It's extremely easy and like nobody wants to be doing it. Because
Yeah.
it's at the end, it's really just a waste of chops. Because I know for like trumpets, we have uh extremely high notes, at least for trumpet one. It's
Mm,
like above the staff, and you're just playing it, and you're like, okay, I'm wasting my chops. And then you take it down the octave, it's not as fun, right? So pep band music is sort of just there to fill the gap and sort of at football games, right? That's all it does is it fills the gap and you're just having a good time playing it, right? And
mm,
then practice that's also what you use it for to fill the gap, but it's just like not as fun.
mm. I just think that um, like I feel like more people need to get more comfortable with like just being able to take a lot of reps together, if that makes any sense. Like I think even if you do
Yeah,
practice like the opener, the ballad, like for a very long time, and it seems like you have it down. I feel like there's always just like a little bit of something that you can always edge out of people. And I think it's like
yeah,
even though it gets repetitive at a point, um, I think it's just way better to, not just like go on to moving on to pep band tunes because like everyone can play the pep band tunes after like a week. It's more of a thing of like, can I push myself to just be like a little bit better, even if it takes, 30 minutes of reps or whatever.
exactly. But I think like our music thing, right? Maybe there's that little bit you can do more. That applies a lot more when it comes marching,
Mm-hmm.
just because there's so much more you can work on.
Right.
Right? When you
Right.
combine the two, there's a lot more you can work on. And I think that's where people need to get more used to like taking reps. When Derek ran that rehearsal, like before the comp, I felt that that was very much useful. Like again and again of those chunks and then production run, that was useful, right?
Mm-hmm.
People just need to get used to that and like be okay running the same thing 10 times.
Right. That's absolutely like what I feel like we should be doing. I think it's like we didn't set the expectations well enough at the start of the season to make it
Yeah.
that way. But like imagine you start the season and this is like, okay, this is how each rehearsal runs and everyone gets used to it over time. Like of course it's gonna hella suck for like two,
Yeah.
3, 4 weeks maybe. But then once you start to see that improvement, you go to those comps and you're like, damn, I'm really doing well. Like that's when it feels like it's gonna start paying off. I think
Yeah.
it's for me, I got a little bit annoyed towards the end of the season where it's like, oh, I'm taking so many reps, but deep down I know it's like that's what I wanted to do, right? I want to take a bunch
Yeah.
of reps together, try to squeeze out just a little bit more like each time that we do it.
Exactly, and we needed closer drill so much
Oh
earlier.
my,
The fact that we
absolutely,
were
yeah.
learning closer drill after our first comp, right? I get it. Okay, we've learned all our closer drill and maybe we're like not the greatest at it, so we skip it the first comp, right? But like we do stand still performance of closer, which we did at the first comp. But when you get back, we should be working on cleaning and polishing and working on closer, not learning closer. That
Hmm.
drill needed to come in so much earlier. And then once we're done with closer, just running reps of entire movements. Like
Hmm.
run the entire opener 3 times, then run the ballad. Just like as much as chunks are helpful, like tying it together is really what's the hardest part. And we saw that in the closer from sets like at the tempo change, right?
Yeah.
Everybody was not able to get enough air in and play just because we were taking extra time before that. And so everyone was able to catch their breath and play. And then
Hmm.
merging those two chunks became an issue.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, obviously, like I'm miffed as like a drumline player getting, taking weeks on end to get drill, and then we have to rewrite it because Justin is literally just like that guy's literally doing coke like while he's like writing the drill.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely terrible. I don't know why we're at the 15 as a drum line. It's like you guys can't even listen back
Yeah,
for
that was
us like
crazy.
and then also all the syncing issues, and it's just like, oh, just watch Caitlin, but then like I don't know if Caitlin watches this, but sometimes she's slow. But yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of we started off so strong. I felt like, and then there's a lot of things that just
Yeah.
felt like we just slowed down, and I feel like we could have maximized our potential a little bit more.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
all right. I guess the next bullet point I had was like, do you feel fulfilled after marching this season?
Definitely. Right. I've had like a lot of fun on the field this year. It's been amazing, like the amount of work I've put into it. Our last comp, like
Mm.
I hit every single one of those high notes that like we put in the show. Like I marched it perfectly, and I felt that's a great way for me to end my field shows because next year I'm applying for DM. Fingers crossed I get it. So
Yeah.
if I do, I definitely would be like extremely like happy that that's my last field show and I like that would be great.
Hmm. It's kind of like your legacy as like as a marcher, right? Like your the
Exactly.
final thing you did was the best thing you've ever felt, maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's really nice to hear. Um, I, I don't know. I feel bad to like go back to like negative stuff now, like because I know that we talked a lot about like it felt like the season went. I think you said it felt like it dragged on a lot with the rehearsals. Like, what do you
It really
think?
did.
What do you think changed from this season compared to last season that kind of made it feel that way for you?
I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it, but like I was talking with Aaron about this actually, like at the end of our comp,
Hmm.
like before awards and everything, even in awards. It was just I don't know. I think we were closer to the seniors.
Hmm.
And right, because two seniors were in our section, we were new marchers. We didn't know anyone, right? And so we became friends with our section leaders and then by extension all the friends that they had, right? So we'd be like we'd play football with Nate and like Eric and Liam. We'd all like be on the field like during water breaks, for example. We'd run on the field and we'd have a football and we'd throw that around during water breaks and we'd have so much fun there. I can't put my finger on exactly what it was or how it changed, but if I had to, I'd definitely say it was the seniors.
Hmm. Do you think like do you wish you built a better relationship with seniors this year?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
year I sort of like withdrew, right? I was more like I enjoy being close with my section. I got like closer with Aaron and Timmy and Julian, right? And I got to know the freshmen a little bit better, but I kind of feel I didn't go far enough out of my section and like push my boundaries and out of my comfort zone to meet new people.
Mm.
And like I love meeting new people, and so it's kind of sad that like, oh, I'm always on this bench.
I'm always on this bench. Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I talk about, right? The
Yeah, yeah.
trumpet bench that we all have, right?
Mhm.
So I was always there. I think last year I left the bench a lot more. I moved like sometimes I really didn't go over to the woodwind side, but like went over to Perk or like I'd talk with Caitlin.
Mm. I mean, I guess when
But
you,
yeah,
yeah, I don't know, when you lose like such integral members of your section, and then you kind of, I don't know, maybe I'm like coming up with a bad narrative. Like, you lose somebody to look up to, it kind of, it's kind of hard to like push yourself to go out of your boundaries, maybe.
it is. Yeah, right. You know, because you're always there. They're always there, right? You have so much fun with them, and then you're like, wait, hold up, we have this gap now,
Mm.
and sort of it just stays empty.
I don't know.
But that's something definitely I'm gonna work to for next year and be like, nah, I'm not gonna make the same mistake again.
Do you think at the very least, like the freshmen in your section look up to you?
I don't know. Like honestly, I could not tell you. I think the amount of times that I'm like, yo, fix this, do this. Come on, guys, you can do better. Like, I don't
You're so
know. They
aggressive
they
with
low
it.
key might hate. They low key might hate instead of look up to me.
Well, that's great, I guess. I don't know. Sorry.
I mean, as long as they do it right, I
Yeah.
couldn't care less.
I mean, hey, maybe they'll look back and they're like, damn, I really love the way that Capel made me like fold the props up, oh, in like in a year or two or whatever they think. Um, dude, I
Yeah.
feel like I don't know any of them, bro. I like first day of band camp. I see like this guy who kind of looks like Conrad, but his haircut's a little bit different. I'm like, there's no way that's Conrad, right? And it turns out it's just his brother. That's literally all I know about him. And then everyone else in your section, I don't know. I don't know if they're not a sophomore.
That's crazy. Should I leak the nicknames in our messenger chat?
Oh my god, I'd love to hear it.
Uh, give me one
Oh god,
second.
if it's actually racist, like don't give me slurs though. At least don't give me slurs.
Uh, no, it's not slurs.
Okay.
So first, hold up. Let's make sure this is in frame. This
Yeah.
is the picture for that's Luke smoking like not a real cigarette, but something. I don't know what it
What
is,
the
right? You can see
hell?
the flame there.
Yeah.
Right, so that's our
Sure.
profile picture. Oh wait, that looks like a candle. Yeah. I think it's I think this was from what's it called? The end of band camp
Oh
tradition,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Coyote Bowl, right? He stuck the candle in his mouth.
Jesus
I
Christ.
wasn't there for that, but that's what it looks like.
Okay, that's great.
Okay. And here is what we have as our section nicknames. Can you read that?
Yeah. Okay. Conrad Titty. Who is it? Okay. Don't tell me Timmy is in Redditty. Is
He
that
might
actually
be.
Timmy? Wait. Okay. Who's
And
Erica? Is that wait no. Eric.
that's Julian.
What? Wait. Why
Yeah, I
is
don't know how that
why?
one fits. I don't know.
Saddam
Aaron
Hussein.
decided that.
Saddam Hussein.
Exactly. That's me.
You're
You know who
Saddam. Why are you Saddam?
Xander once said, I am the Indian Ben Shapiro.
So Indian Ben Shapiro is Saddam Hussein.
Apparently I'm a dictator.
Okay, Jesus Christ. And then I
Yeah.
assume Tiny Fuck is Aaron.
No, Aaron is tiny bitch.
Wait, so there's Tiny Fuck and Tiny Bitch.
No, no, no,
No,
no. There's tall.
the tall
Tall
fuck
is
tiny bitch. Okay,
yeah. I'm assuming you can guess who is who.
okay. So those are two freshmen. Saddam Hussein is you.
No,
No.
Tiny is Aaron, bro.
Okay, tiny bitch is Aaron. Tall fuck is Luke. Luke is the tall one, right?
Yes,
Luke is the tall one.
exactly.
Conrad Diddy is Ben. I Loki forgot the other one. No, I
Yeah,
feel so bad.
he's not in our messenger because his parents won't let him get it. He's like his parents don't let him have any social media, so he doesn't have Slack. He doesn't have the
He doesn't
messenger. He
have
doesn't have the
Slack.
Discord. He doesn't have Slack.
That is low key not a good thing. That's low key not a good thing.
Yeah, so he's always like, "Yo, what are we doing next? When are we doing next?" Like,
Bro, just get Slack. It's for a school
I
activity.
know.
It's for a school activity. Surely you can make an exception. That is crazy. So okay, so it's just that, and then whatever else you have in
So
your
I don't even
messenger.
know what Leo's nickname would be, but that's just hilarious.
Oh my god. Oh, his name is Leo.
Yeah.
That's looking my bad. I don't think he's gonna watch this episode because he doesn't have any social media. So how the hell is he gonna get online,
Yeah.
bro? This guy's living in North Korea. Like, um,
I don't know.
yeah. Um. Anyways, uh, final bullet point in the Debbie Downer section. Is there anything that you think that we can improve on for next season?
Um, honestly, like removing dance block, like what
Really?
in the world was the point of that?
I mean, dance block
Like,
is low key useful. It's just that like I feel like nobody like took it seriously.
yeah, right? And if nobody's taking it seriously, it's not going to be useful, and nobody ever will take it seriously, so it's never going to be useful. Like the dynamic stretches we do instead of static stretches that we did last year, it's great change. Just instead of dance block, add more stretches there. Right?
Mm.
We don't inherently need dance block. Everyone like a lot of people I've talked to don't enjoy it. You see how like half the band is like, yeah, no, like I'd actually say it's three-quarters of the band, right? Because otherwise you'd see that many people are filling in the back.
Mm.
Three-quarters of the band are trying to be in the back, and then Ian's like, "Yo, we gotta create a new line," and
Mm.
things like that happen, and you're like, "No, dance block is like you see the populace is not enjoying dance block." The other thing is, what is tondus? How does that even help?
um, I want to
Like,
say it's got
Trump,
to help you with like jazz running or something.
but we don't have any of that in our show,
Okay, well
bro.
that
Like,
I think it was literally like this season, like our show did not have a lot of things that needed dance block, right? Like
yeah,
I was I telling you or
this,
was it Timmy about like how I felt like there was absolutely no body in the show. There's like no body at
yeah,
all. So it makes dance block like a little bit irrelevant because you don't need to do these kinds of more like flexible kinds of things because all you're doing is raising your hand and not a cactus, guys.
exactly,
Like
bro.
that's literally all you're doing. Um,
I swear, the amount of times we just input a put your hand up is like, huh?
yeah. So I mean, like I feel like dance block is useful if you take it seriously, and we have things that we genuinely need dance block for. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
like your dance break last year, I guess. Like maybe
Yeah,
having
our
dance.
dance break last year, that would have been like that would have been something for dance block. But I remember last year we sort of started band camp out doing dance block and then we just stopped, right? We didn't do it into the season
I think we
and
did do
right,
dance block, didn't we? At least
not
like
not in the
the
season.
huh. I mean, we didn't do Bruce's version of dance block, but we did some sort of dance block. I thought.
No, we did a lot more static stretching is what I remember.
Hmm. Maybe.
Right? Because we did partner stretches, then calf
Right. Right.
raises. We did so many calf raises last year, bro.
We did a lot of calf races this year too.
Yeah. No, but we did even more calf raises last year. Do you remember that one time Caitlin was like, we're gonna do 10 calf raises, but we restart every single time I see someone do a bad calf raise. We got to like 130 before Caitlin's like, okay, maybe we should end this.
Oh my god. I don't know. I feel like people are low key addicted to calf raises because it sounds easy to do, but if you have to do multiple on end, like it's actually hard. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. We like I wish like for like my freshman year, like before like the final comp, we were running like it had to be at least like 4 laps around the field, like before practice started. So like I don't know. It's just me, but like I wish we ran more. I wish we ran more. I love running, but I don't know.
Mm.
Otherwise, we're just kind of like, okay, let's do these like pretty simple like static stretches that I mean
Yeah.
personally I don't think they really help. Like I'd rather just get more physically active and warmed up.
Yeah. The other thing is like the mindset. There needs to be like a mindset shift from like, oh, I don't want to go to band. Band is so boring. Like, why are we doing basics? Why are we doing this? It needs to be more like, okay, I'm ready to like get our show done so we can do better at comps.
Mm-hmm.
Because the amount of complaining you hear is like, are you here because your parents forced you to be? Or are you here because you want to enjoy the band?
Mm-hmm.
Like, at that point, don't join the band.
Sure. Do you think that like there was a narrative push this year that was like that maybe caused that, or do you think it was more like genuinely people were just not having as much fun?
I think genuinely people just weren't having as much fun. Like the season sort of fell flat. Like our show Loki wasn't even that good. Like the music was not that cool. Bro, last year Above the Stars, like as much of like the name wasn't it, like it was a good show. The music we played, the vis we had, the drill we had, like on the field it looked good.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of my friends was telling me at a football game, "Have you seen you guys' drill? Like, what are you making? It makes no sense.
Mm,
Like, it's not your execution. It's like what was written."
yeah. Yeah. No, I mean like the drill this year was low key like horrendous. Like, okay, let's go into a line and then let's move that line this way, or like let's go into little clumps.
Yeah,
Like I feel like it wasn't engaging at all. And at least like last year, like I don't think I felt a single way about drill like until the season where it's like, wow, we just make a line and then we move in a block or something like that, and it's just not.
yeah. Literally, all our drill was like just line. Like, besides for that one heart. Oh
Hmm.
my god. The worst part is nobody knows how to dress a diagonal. And when
Hmm.
it gets to curves, nobody knows how to dress those. So the things that are supposed to look like diagonals end up curving. The things that are meant to curve end up being diagonals.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel like
And honestly,
yeah. Go no no go ahead.
I honestly feel like no one ever taught these people how to dress. Like they say, oh, this is the command, dress set, dress, look left, look right, adjust your spacing. But nobody ever told you, like when you're in a line, make sure you only see the person next to you's heads, right? That's how you know you're in that line.
Yeah, I think it
And like for
was.
curves, it's also again like just sort of adjust your spacing, make sure the shape looks right. But
Mm,
like there's no way to.
yeah, yeah. I think I was talking to Callan like recently today, and I was just like, yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things that people expect you to know how to do, and then it's just like that's not told to any of the new marchers, and
Exactly.
mhm. Like we need to do better in like we had great seasons in the past, and I think that's why a lot of people are just like, okay, let's get into the next one, and like we're all very excited to get into the next one, and then we forget
Yeah.
to teach these kinds of like basic things that low key shouldn't just like happen, like how to dress
Exactly.
things, like what step sizing looks like on the field, like all this kind of stuff, like marching in time was low key kind of an
Yes.
issue this season.
It's such a big issue. I do like how Derek implemented tracking for us though,
Hmm.
right? When they saw that, okay, yeah, third movement sucks, nobody knows how to march in time, they're like, okay, let's get tracking. And so Monday practices became outdoors and we just started marching on the grass field and going in time with the Met. And I honestly think that helped a lot.
Hmm.
Think the other thing here is there's a perfect photo. Give me 1 second. That like shows the exact like what is a new marcher versus like old, like you can
Hmm.
tell perfectly in this photo. Give me 1 second to find it.
Yeah, no, take your time. Is it just like a smug mug photo?
It is a smug mug photo.
Bro, that's crazy. Tom Lee out here like ratting people out.
Hold up. Why can't
Ian,
I find
if
it?
your dad is
Here.
if you're watching this, your dad's the goat for for capturing people in 4K.
Bro, like you see Timmy and I'm the one with the silver horn.
Yep.
Timmy's the one with the proper horn angle. And then look at Leo. Bro's not even facing Caitlyn. Right? You can tell where Caitlyn is. He's like facing the side and Ben's horn angle's lacking. Right? It's the perfect photo that shows the differences that's just not portrayed onto these new marchers and like what they can tell.
Mhm. Yeah. Like again,
I'll
those
send you the
things.
photo if you want to like edit it in.
Okay, for sure. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I literally just post these. I don't even watch these videos at this point. I just put it on YouTube and I hope it's okay. um, yeah. I don't know. Like again, those obviously horn angles, or not obviously because I'm not a win, but I would assume
Yeah.
for wins, it's pretty obvious. Like you want your horn like pointed towards Caitlyn, I guess, and then towards the box as well, upwards, and
Yeah.
making sure that that's a simple thing that we can get right, like fundamentals that we get right at the start of the season instead of later and fixing it later. It's like, damn, I feel bad because if you fix these earlier, then we don't have these issues later, and we're not tracking, at the end of the season when we could just be like taking reps or something. Um,
Exactly.
yeah. I don't know. Do you have anything else to add other than like, making sure everyone is motivated and removing
I
dance
think the other
block?
thing is if I get DM, I would sort of like in debate on the leadership team, we have like leadership reflections where like
Mm,
we sort of write in what went well, what didn't go well, like how did you as a leader contribute to your committee because we have committees. Like
mm,
what did you specifically do that enabled the committee to do better? And questions like that of like how was the communication, like anything that the executive board, which is like president, VPs, right, that they can do to help you in to ensure that like everything's going smoothly and making sure like it all goes well. And I think something like that to be implemented to keep these leaders accountable and be like, yeah, we are
mm.
on the leadership team, and sort of remembering like, hey, the expect and remembering those expectations for those leaders and being like you're held to a higher standard when you're in and out of the band because you represent the band more.
Mhm. That honestly, that's a great idea. Actually, I think holding people accountable, to their leadership role is definitely like, um, a good thing. And like obviously, maybe I shouldn't be the one talking because Loki, I'm a little bit of a slacker, and I
Yeah.
think I talk a little bit too much during rehearsal compared to what leadership should be. But no, absolutely, I think like making sure everyone is doing something or on the same page and making sure everyone like is held accountable, like you said, inside and outside of band, making sure everyone is on
Yeah.
the right page to, all succeed. Maybe that would even help with like morale and setting
Mm,
expectations for everyone else. Like you're coming to band because hopefully you're having a lot of fun with it, not because your parents
exactly.
or PE credit or something
Yeah.
else, right?
And
Um,
right, that will also add incentives to make like social sectionals.
mm,
The first
absolutely.
social sectional we had, which I don't really think counts as one, is when we all came to my house and ate Indian food. And that was the day of practice and a competition. I don't really think that qualifies as a social sectional, but like we all came home and we were all chilling and we had so much fun. It was just like a good time. We were all enjoying ourselves.
Hmm.
We need more of those. And like, I don't know how it is in the other sections, but us trumpets, we never have social sectionals. We always talk about it. We're like, oh, it would be so fun if we went go-kart racing at K1 speed. We should
Hmm.
totally do that sometime. And then nothing ever happens.
Yeah.
And I think that this like leadership reflection forum would definitely keep people accountable and like, yeah, we got to do something, you know?
Mhm. Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea. We were also talking about K1 speed, and Loki, that idea might fall flat too, because I think K1 speed is just like super expensive. So, but
It
but
is.
yeah, again, like I love that idea. I hope I'm not gonna be here next season, but I hope next season like that's something that you guys start doing, um, hopefully Mr. A uh makes you DM and we can start implementing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
If Mr. A is watching this, I'm sorry about the last comment, but that I made about you, but like also like make Kapil drum major, like Loki, this guy's kind of fire.
Thank
uh,
you.
yeah. Anyways, I guess my next question was like, as a person who is super like into like as you said in your intro, like super deeply ingrained in a lot of different like leadership activities, how do you manage to find time to for band?
Um, it's really just a game of priorities, right? At the end of the day, towards the beginning of the season, I sort of missed a couple of band practices. I'd missed like the second half of a Saturday here and there. And I sort of had this discussion with Mr. A of, hey, I want to do this. But then time came where, like, okay, we got the first movement and second movement on wraps. Third movement's just come in and we have a competition in 2 weeks. It's like, okay, now I can't be missing anything for debate. I can't be missing this because of scouts. And sort of I as much of time I dedicated in a marching band, like things fell out in other places.
Mhm.
Like I used to be great in scouts. I'd go to so many meetings. I'd go to campouts. And then as the season progressed in band, I sort of fell out of scouts,
Mhm.
right? And it really is priorities because there's only 24 hours in a day, 10
Mhm.
of which you probably should be sleeping. I know high schoolers don't get that much sleep, but like
Mhm.
really, you should only be allotting your day with 14 hours minus 8 because the school day is like what, 8 hours?
Mhm.
So really, you get 4 hours extra.
Mhm. Or
And like I
yeah.
said, it's all about priorities.
Mhm. So whenever you have like something going on, you'll end up having to sacrifice other parts of your life in order to make it or accommodate it.
Exactly. Right. Today, I had this mock trial thing I was telling you about,
Mhm.
and I totally forgot about it. It started at 11:30. I was supposed to be there at 11:30. I was still in sleep. Like in bed, I was exhausted because what we got back at 12:30. By the time I like took a shower, cleaned up, everything, went to bed, it was 1.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sleep finally. And then it's like, uh-oh, my watch notifies me at like 11:23. It'll take you 17 minutes to get to the Palo Alto courthouse. You better leave now. And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like scurrying to get my suit on, eat breakfast, empty the dishwasher, get all my chores done, and like frantically knocking on my mom's door. Mom, 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 I gotta go, I gotta go. And like I forgot to tell my mom about it too, so she was kind of mad.
Mhm.
And like last last weekend was community thank you, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, last weekend
Yeah.
at the end of community thank you, we hosted our annual Diwali party that my parents like to put on. My mom likes to host the Diwali party every year for Diwali. We have so much fun there. And so immediately I came home after community thank you, helped set up everything for the Diwali party, helped clean up, and then the next day I had a debate competition
Mhm.
and like left at 7:45 to get there at 9. I was there the whole day and just debating, right?
Mhm.
And so I just do my best to find instances in which, okay, Saturday's gone, but let's see where I can use my Sunday. And then that normally, if I have something on Sunday, it affects what I can do with my homework. But like, homework is such an insignificant part of your grade that, like, okay, I'll just turn it in late because many of my teachers
Oh yeah.
are like, yeah, turn it in late and up until the exam date for full credit. So,
Nice. Do you ever plan out like your time, or is it just like I know I have this thing on this day, I'm gonna make sure to get that done, or do you have like 9 o'clock I'm gonna do this and 10 o'clock I'm gonna go do this or whatever?
no,
No.
I don't do that, right? My parents hold me extremely accountable to making sure that I have everything on the calendar,
Mhm.
right? All the activities that in which I'm gone from the house and I won't be there, it needs to be on the calendar. And then on Sundays, we'll sit down and we'll discuss it.
Mhm.
We'll like be okay, here's where I'm going, this is what's new, this is when I need a ride. And so our family calendar has everything, has one event every single day.
Mhm.
Like on my calendar app, you will find like dots under every single thing and be like, yeah, there's not a single free day. But that's also like the family calendar.
Sure. Yeah. But yeah, I think I mean obviously for me, like I think I'm a little bit too like relaxed. I think the calendar stuff is really nice. And that's like anyone who is marching, um, having like priorities, and having it planned out in a calendar maybe is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, nice. Um,
No, Em was making fun of me like at the what's it called? At Logan on this, right? Someone was like they were going like what day is it today? And right, because everyone's saying show day. And
yeah.
of course there's those memes that are like Saturday. So
Uh-huh.
I went, actually it's November 16th. Right? As a I'm gonna be that guy.
Yeah, sure.
And like, of course you have that date. I bet you it's in your calendar. I was like, everything's in my calendar, Em.
You just have a like the whole library like of activities in your calendar.
Exactly.
Yeah. Um, my next question is like, do you have any particular person you want to shout out like from the band?
Ian Lee, we
Ian
love
Lee.
Ian Lee.
Ian Lee.
Ian Lee, best back DM.
Yeah. Do you have any like, I guess
Or
things you want
well,
to
I can't
compliment
say
him
that,
on?
right? Because Isaac, hold up. Right?
Oh,
Best back DM this season.
damn.
Right? I don't want to make Isaac feel bad, you know?
Do you think Isaac Chu is gonna watch this podcast?
I don't know. We can't have anyone related to Isaac Chu or someone who thinks Isaac Chu's better than Ian Lee, which they shouldn't. Wait, what? Oh, hold up. I
Wait.
can't be controversial here.
All right. I mean,
Ian Lee's just great.
yeah.
We love him. His like, I don't know, his demeanor is just like, I don't know how to put a finger on it, but like I admire this guy. His spreadsheet skills are also insane.
Yeah. I was literally asking for like spreadsheet tech while I was doing like we had like a physics project or something. I'm like, Ian, how do I add up every single like thing in a column? Like, yeah, that's low
No,
key.
have you seen those like Excel Olympics where they have to like
What?
do all these things?
Excel Olympics? Wait.
Yeah,
Okay, wait.
bro, you should watch some Excel
Excel
Olympics.
Olympics. What
Ian would
is
like
YouTube
dominate in
channel?
that.
Hello world. I consider it
Do you see this? Is this what it is? Or I don't know. This channel's
No,
called
I
Excel
think that's
Olympics.
probably like how to do it. I don't know if it's like that exact name, but like it's where people compete in which how fast can they like do a set of things in Excel.
Wait. Microsoft
Wait,
Excel expert.
here, give me a
Is it this?
second.
Oh my god. They have quals for this? What the hell?
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
this might be it. It's crazy.
Collegiate challenge? They have college level Excel? $33,000? Oh my god. No, I literally need to see like I have a YouTube channel.
Oh, wait, hold
Microsoft
up, give me a
Excel
minute.
Collegiate Team Finals.
How you? That's
She-
one of the
she's going
bonus
for the
questions,
bonus?
so she's
Yeah.
going straight for that, which is a smart move.
Oh
By
my
having it
god.
free, you can. Some people can get started laying the groundwork for the main pieces.
Yeah, see, this is exactly it, bro.
She's doing it manually, which is interesting. I think I've seen this on one of your
Yeah,
streams.
okay,
Right? You can
Microsoft
search,
Excel
find
World
and replace
Championship
either the
2023
column or
finals.
the
Let's see this. It's like actually crazy.
Oh, is it
The
on through
amount of
Discord?
sweating, like, yeah. Wait,
Uh,
I'll send it to you. Give me a second. I'm just trying to check if this is the real deal. But like, it's insane the amount of speed. They're just like, oh god, ads.
Wait, that's actually crazy. I didn't even know you could compete in like Microsoft Excel.
Yeah.
You should get Ian on this. Damn.
Yeah, Ian would dominate.
Ian would low key
Ian
dominate
taught me
this.
this one really cool thing where like you can mail merge in Google Sheets, right? You can create columns and have emails. And he taught me this, right? Because he sent me an email like your payment is due for marching band, right? Because you bought like the what's it called? Shoes and travel polo.
Mhm.
and all that stuff. And he's like, okay. He taught me you can have like variables in your email and like variable
Oh,
for name. And so it'd be like hi and then your name. And then it would like send to that email. The amount you owe is and then variable. And that variable is linked to a cell in the spreadsheet.
oh my
And
God.
yeah,
So
bro was like
so it's like
really big
programming and
braining
stuff.
there.
And
Yeah.
and you can send emails through spreadsheets?
Yeah. Right. So you create a draft in your inbox and then
Okay.
you like go to mail merge and then you like click you input your variables, you like put the correct subject line that matches with your draft
Hmm.
that's like saved in drafts and emails and it just goes out.
Oh my God. That's low-key so cool. Huh.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I guess I already touched on this next question a little bit before, but do you have any goals for the next season? I guess maybe, for yourself, maybe for the band.
Yeah, I think I sort of said this, but right, goals definitely become DM,
Hmm.
right? I really like that opportunity to be DM. I sort of talked about like that leadership, uh, what's it called? That form that like to keep everyone accountable, right?
Hmm.
That would be cool. I'd like the band to get bigger. That would be a lot more fun. And sort of like I think this was I sort of yapped about this a lot during this entire podcast of like also like branching out of my comfort zone, getting to know some more seniors.
Hmm.
That would be nice.
All right. Anything else?
So I can't think. There's like a list of things that I wanted to do. Like I'm forgetting them. I swear I have to write things down, otherwise I forget them. Too
Yeah.
many things go on in my life that I'm like, okay, wait, we got to do this, we got to do this, and then I forget this. It's just like,
Yeah. I guess the life of Kapil. It's a busy man. Do you
yeah.
have like a Christmas
My
shopping
mom
list?
was just lecture, huh?
Do you have like a Christmas shopping list of everything you want to
Um, it just goes on in my head,
do?
and then I forget to write it down. My mom was like just telling me while I was in the car because like I forgot to tell her about I had this mock trial thing.
Mhm.
She was driving me and she's like, "Don't be like your dad. You can't run by the seat of your pants and do 10 million things."
Yeah.
It's like, but yeah, I gotta figure that out.
Mm. All right.
Oh, I guess this isn't like from marching band, but I want to get in a middle. Yeah, I want to do middle college. That would be really fun.
Mm.
But like, I'm only gonna do middle college if I can do wind ensemble with it. You know.
Oh yeah. I think there's a couple people in chamber orchestra who splits time between middle college and chamber orchestra. It works out. I think the main thing is like you need to figure out how to get a ride from middle college to Mountain View and back.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my permit soon. So
Nice.
fingers crossed. By then, I'll have my license.
Sounds great. Uh, do you have to apply to be in middle college? I thought it was just a sign up thing.
I think it's an application. I'm. I don't know. I have to schedule a meeting with my counselor. I was talking with my sister about that
Hmm. All right. Well,
because I really don't know what all middle college entails, but that'd be really fun. The other thing is I have to make sure middle college like ends probably around like 3:30 so I can drive back and be ready for band on Mondays.
yeah. Do you have any plans for doing any other like winter things, winter percussion? I don't know, winter guard, musical.
Nah,
No.
probably not. Probably just stick in wind ensemble, right? I tried for winter perk last year, but then I realized, oh wait, it conflicts with the swim season.
Oh, you swim?
My mom makes swim, so nothing I can really do about that. Right. So no winter ensembles for me.
All right.
Oh, but I will do jazz band if that happens.
Mm.
Aaron's been like asking Mr. A about, hey, can we have a jazz band? And he's like, if we get enough interest, I think he wants 8 or 10 people in the jazz band, and he's like, yeah, we'll do it. So Aaron's already got me, Julian, and Aaron, and then hopefully we can get Tyler because that would be really good. He's a good drum set
Yeah,
player.
Tyler on set would be a lot of fun. Are there
Yeah.
any other instruments that you need to make that work out?
We need like a sax, so probably Matthias said he'll do it. If we can get Conrad, that would be good. You know, some trombones would be nice too. So like Callan or Carl. Oh God, don't get me started on Carl. This guy stole my like first valve tuning slide. I was out like on Thursday. I was sick on Thursday and I was out, so rested at home because I knew like I have to come to practice because we're gonna be doing things, important things, right? So I went home. I rested for like periods 3 through 7. During third period, this kid goes rummaging through my cubby, pulls out my trumpet case, takes my first valve slide, and keeps it up his ass or somewhere. I don't even know. And like at the start of band, gives it to Timmy and it's like, "Oh, here." And Timmy's like, "Did any of you guys lose your third valve slide?" I go check and I check my third valve slide and it's there. And then I check my first valve slide and it's like just missing. Like, what is this, bruh? And so then I go to beat up Carl, but I have to like get into arcs before Caitlin calls ready front.
Did you beat it
And
up
then
in
this
dance
kid
block?
Julian thinks it's hilarious. And
Yeah.
so what he does is he goes and steals my actual third valve slide and keeps it like, and he's holding it. And he also steals my second valve slide that I don't even know about. He's holding my third valve slide in his hand as we get set up for dance block. And he's like, "Yo, where's Carl?" And I'm like, already suspicious here. Third valve slide in his hand, looks somewhat like mine, looking for Carl. There's nothing good that can come from this. And then I take it. And then we're about to go move props. So I have to like quickly put my trumpet back together. And I'm like, where is my second valve slide? I swear to God, Julian had that like, I don't know where.
Oh my God. That is hilarious. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
no.
so they stole my shit.
Yeah, fuck Carl,
And then I made
guess.
Timmy push me on the prop. That was nice.
A lot of fun. So what, you need saxes, trombones. For Jasmine, do you need bass players? Is that a thing? Or do you play only winds?
I have no idea. Let's Google it. Does a jazz band need a bass?
Because I think like most jazz bands are like upright bass,
Yeah.
winds, yeah.
Yeah, we could take a bass.
Drum set.
You wanna join us, John?
I would love to try to. I mean, if you guys want a keys player, then I'd love to join. But we'll see if that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Mr. A send out an interest form. Make sure to fill it out. Be like, "Yo, I'll join."
Well, let's see if he does. I guess because I've been low key waiting for a symphony orchestra like return for a while, and it's
Yeah.
just hasn't happened. Because yeah, I don't know. Anna Lindy did not do a good job with symphony orchestra, and Mr. A revived it for 1 year, and then just never came back.
Oh.
It's hella sad.
Failed. That's bro. Jazz band will be fun though if he actually gets his act together and gives it to us. The other thing is like, bro, I asked Mr. A for the Dublin tapes like a while ago, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll send them out." They haven't come out. We've got our Logan tapes, but not our Dublin tapes.
Oh, they just haven't come out. That's what it was.
What do you mean they like didn't give up to?
Or like, oh, I don't know. I have no clue.
Because he
It's
was like,
like I
"Yeah,
was
I'll send them out
shocked.
in the chat." Like, there's no way we didn't get our tapes from Dublin. Like, the judges gave those. Like, Mr. A just didn't give them to us.
Yeah, well, that's low-key kind of weird because Bruce immediately gives us the tapes like today, like for everything. It's like, man, I really wish I could have gotten some of those tapes, like 2 weeks ago, so I can learn how to get better. But whatever, I guess. Season's over. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. It's fine. We had a good final show.
We did. That was a good show.
What
I was surprised about is like, because traditionally scores at Logan are inflated. We didn't like get that much of an inflation. I thought we were definitely getting it above an 80.
Yeah.
Especially because we had such a good show.
Yeah.
Next year, exactly.
Next year. You got it next year. I'm gonna carry the band.
Yeah. I got it next year.
All right. Well, I have some goals. Like, do you know what goals I have?
goals do you have?
I have the goal of becoming a politician and making change in America. So, wait, let me see if I can pull this up. I lucky made this bit up in like this afternoon, but shoot, I did not center this correctly.
What?
But this is gonna be this is the bit for today. We're gonna be doing a presidential debate. So I
We're
hope
doing
you,
a presidential debate.
I hope you're ingrained in politics, because.
Oh God.
Wait, let me quickly switch this real quick because I literally like I'm not even kidding. I did so much research to make sure that like this was right. Wait, what's it? It was
I'm
this
not
one.
even that good at politics, bro. I'm not that politically.
Yeah, but you're a
like-
debater, so now you gotta be good at it. Oh, shoot.
Will you like? I'm a debater, but I'm a parley debater, so I get 20 minutes of prep before I start debating,
Wait,
bro.
what the hell is a parley?
Parley isn't like parliamentary style of debate, so we get 20 minutes of prep, and then you go in and you yap about random nonsense.
Okay, that would have been good to know before I made this bid up in the afternoon. I was like researching about how to like run debates and stuff because I know a couple of debate kids and they're all talking about like doing research and stuff and I'm like there's no way, right? Like there's no way. Like so anyways, let's hope that you're like into politics because I totally shafted you. So here's how it works. I'm a terrible debater, and I'm also going to be ABC. So I'm going to present only the liberal point of view, and then you're going to be you're going to present a Republican or opposing point of view. I'm going to do my best to rebut your point, and then you're going to rebut mine, and then we're going to have closing statements
Wait,
for
so
each
then
one.
I'm really not going to be beating these allegations of that I'm Saddam Hussein or I'm the Indian. What's his face?
Vivek?
No, the Indian. Like I literally told you this. Xander called me the Indian.
Oh,
that
Ben
one-
Shapiro. Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, I'm really not beating these allegations, bro.
Well, I hope you're Republican enough to make an argument for everything. um,
Okay.
so yeah, let's hope that you have something in the bag. I'm gonna be timing every one of the rounds like they do in the presidential debates, and if I catch your ass lying, I'm gonna fact check you because I'm also ABC.
Fact check me?
Yeah, I'm gonna fact check the fuck out of you.
Nah, man.
And wait,
Hold up. Why am I about to get so many more fact checks than you? ABC.
because that's ABC, bro. That's how they run.
Okay, give me a minute to pull up my debate.
Okay, wait. Take as much time
Give
as
me
you
a
need
minute
because
to
I need
pull up my
to.
debate things.
The fact that you have debate things is crazy. Okay, I set
Bro,
up a timer. Let me see
I
if
have an
this works.
online flow. I have like a partly document. I'm gonna run the shittiest theory on you.
What is theory? What theory do you have?
Exactly. You better find out. You better find out.
Okay,
When you
okay,
when
shit.
you do this, you jump debate on me, like you is cooked. What should I even title this? Samosa Sessions, we'll call it. Samosa Sessions debate flow is what we'll
Oh,
call
wait.
it.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
Debate flow. Sure. Okay, so
Alright. We warming up.
so you understand all this, right? You
Warming up.
like this is all standard. Like we present points, rebut, and then we have closing statements, and that's all good.
Okay, this gotta go here. Really slow because my computer's super old, so it can't really handle Discord and what I'm doing right now,
Yeah.
but
No, absolutely.
we'll figure this out.
We'll make it work. Just let me know when you're ready.
We will make it work.
All right.
Wait, so how many speeches are we doing?
It's 3, or I have 3, but it's as many as you want to do.
Okay, so let's do this debate style. We'll do this PMC, also known as the Prime Minister Constructive.
Dude, what the hell
You'll
is
go first, 7-minute speech.
I literally
Right?
do not
Then
have
I'll
time
go,
for
I'll
that.
second, I'll give the LOC. Okay, it'll be like 40 minutes.
40, do you have 40 minutes? Do you have 40 minutes?
Yeah, I easily have 40 minutes.
Oh my god, bro. Because I'm low key need like, how are we gonna fill 40 minutes, bro? Okay, wait. Do you have to research during this time? Like,
What? No, we just go right into it.
you just go
Like
right into
you're
it.
technically not allowed to access the internet.
Oh, so you just have so you just have it in your brain.
We could low-key cut times. We can cut times in half. That actually would probably be best.
Okay,
Cut times
okay,
by
okay,
2
okay.
minutes.
2 minutes? You
Right?
need
So
five
you give
minutes
us
to make a. You need 5 minutes to make an opening speech.
right? So you'll get 5 minutes. I'll get 6 minutes. You'll get 6 minutes. You get 6 minutes. You get 2 minutes. I get 3 minutes. Or do you want to cut it more?
Oh my Jesus! Okay. Can we do? Can we do three? Can we do three? Can we do three for every round? Because I don't know. I don't know how much you're about to spit on me, bro.
Nah. What we'll do is we'll do. You get 3. I get 4. You get 4. I get 4. I get. Hold up. We gotta make sure this adds up correctly. I get 2. You get 3. Does that add up right?
It sounds right.
We're
Okay.
dropping down to 3. Wait, Loki. No, that doesn't sound right. We'll drop every speech except the last 2 speeches. So like, leave the last 2 speeches. No, if we're dropping the last 2 at 4-3, difference. Okay, yeah. First, so 3, 4,
Okay.
4,
4. Okay.
3, 4, 4, 4, and then what? We'll cut those in half. 2, 3. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
3,
Okay.
4, 4,
4,
2,
2,
3.
3. Okay. Okay. I'll just go with you and hope that this works out. I have a timer up here if it works out. Here it is.
Oh, you have a timer.
I have a
Perfect.
timer. I have a
I'll
timer.
also start a timer on my screen. Okay.
Oh
So
Jesus.
you're going first with a 3-minute
Okay.
speech.
Okay. And wait,
And I am ready whenever you are.
okay. Do you decide a topic? We decide a topic, surely.
Okay, so what is our topic?
Our topic is climate change, like on the screen.
Oh, is this it? Bro, I have back files of back files for climate change. You're cooked.
Okay, fine. Let's see if I get fucking cooked. Okay. Let me get this set up again. Okay. So what? It's
Wait,
3
hold up,
minutes.
I'm
It's
supposed to be
3
Trump,
minutes.
right? Climate change does not exist.
Yes, you're Donald Trump. You're
Right?
Donald Trump. Yes. Okay. This, and then I'll have this pulled up. Okay. So wait, so do I just start speaking? Now that you're the expert on this,
speaking, start your time.
okay. Sure. I'm gonna start speaking then. Okay. I believe that mining for fossil fuels is a completely vicious thing and it's destroying the earth. And when Russia versus Ukraine happened, we completely fucked ourselves. Like gas prices skyrocketed, and we started to lose ways to like fuel our cars and everything because of because Russia fucked us over. We're too reliant on Russia, and now I sound like a fucking Republican. Anyways, we continue to pollute the environment by using fossil fuels in order to keep things running, and it fucks us because at some point those fossil fuels are going to run out and we're not going to be able to do it. So if we start pivoting earlier to using more sustainable sources of energy such as wind, solar, and nuclear energy, we might be able to completely sidestep the need for using gas and fossil fuels. If we want to progress into the future, using these unsustainable fuel sources is not gonna be good, and we're gonna fuck ourselves. And I think there's no denying that the world wants to progress. So yeah, that's it. That's literally all I fucking wrote because I did this shit. I did all 3 in like an
I've
hour.
got some questions.
Okay.
Anyway, since you have time, I'll ask you some questions, right?
Oh,
What
okay.
exactly is your alternative?
My alternative is solar, wind, and nuclear energy.
Solar, wind, and nukes. Got it.
Okay. I'm just gonna assume that you have a timer running, so I don't give a fuck.
I do have a timer running. Don't worry.
Is that how it works? You get to ask me
Um,
questions during my time?
Yeah, it's POIs. Like you
What the
have the
hell
right
is
to
a
refuse them if you have more things to yap about. POI is point of interest.
Okay,
Like if you're not gonna be yapping, might as well yap about my questions, right?
okay, that's fair. That's fair.
So you say that Russia quote fucked us. Why?
Because we were too overly reliant on Russia for their fossil fuels and oil and gas, and we cannot be reliant on them. So we should make our own sustainable sources of energy in America by Americans.
I hold up. Why are you sounding kind of like this is kind of Republican that like yeah, we need tariffs, we need this, we need that.
No,
I
but
don't
like,
really think this you're doing your greatest job of
bro,
like
I
I'm
don't.
Kamala Harris. We need to
Come on,
like
Kamala Harris wants guns, bro. Kamala Harris wants gun, or like strict gun control laws that don't shaft her. So like it's low key fine. It's totally fine. Like I can be a little bit
Okay.
Republican. I can be a
Anyways,
little bit
that's like your
Republican.
time.
Okay, cool.
That's your time,
So wait, you get 4 minutes,
right?
right?
So what? I'm basically supposed to say climate change isn't real, right?
Yes. I already
Yeah, I get
started
four
you.
minutes.
I already
Okay.
started you.
First advantage is okay. First advantage is climate change is irreversible by 2030. We already have absolutely no chance of solving climate change because climate change solves by 2030, in which the affirmative actually does not solve through solar, wind, and nuclear energy. We don't have enough investment in nuclear energy. As such, investment into nuclear energy will take too long past the 2030 timeline. Insofar, the affirmative has proved that they cannot do that, and they have not given you a specific outline in which like to weigh this round on deontology. Act only according to that maxim whereby you can whereby you can at the same time will that this should become universal law. Each subject is using their own rationality to create universalizing but not oppressive maxims is the thesis of deontology. For point one, an imperative is any proposition declaring a certain action or inaction to be necessary. Under imperatives, there are two different kinds. The first is categorical. The categorical imperative is unconditional moral obligation that is created as an end itself. Kant argues that the categorical imperative is intrinsically valuable and an a priori truth. The second type is hypothetical. The hypothetical imperative is one that applies imperatives to attain a concrete goal. All actions are taken to reach the goal. Are imperative. It is conditional and reliant to on the goal to sustain itself. Kant says that the hypothetical imperatives teach us how to reach an end goal, but does not evaluate the end goal itself. Kant argues that evaluating the righteousness is a prerequisite and logically comes prior. Three pillars: universality act as if the maximums of your action will become through your will, universal law of nature. Subpoint one here is universal duties. One must do these without an exception because the principle of universality would create contradiction. Example: not stealing is a perfect duty because stealing necessitates the idea of private property. If everyone thought it were okay to steal, this dissolves the notion of private property that defines stealing. The most perfect duties are negative duties. You must do something. Second is imperfect duties. Reliant desires then need not always be carried out, but I've seen rest to carry out. This partially because the condition of the nature makes them impossible to always carry out imperfect duties. For example, Kant says that if that to help others is imperfect duty. You once needed someone to help feed you. You need a doctor to help feed you. Since every rational being has a need for assistance, they have a duty to help others when they need this because the universalization of assistance is what allows you to receive your own help. This spills over into the second imperfect duty, which is improving yourself. Since we need experts, example, doctors to help us, we also need a universalization of people improving themselves and becoming experts to receive that help. Second pillar, humanity. Act in such a way that you treat humanity, whether you're your own person or in the person of any other, nearly as a mean to end, but always at the same time as an end. Autonomous humans will that this creates rational action. Human beings are rational action and hold such inherent worth to treat a person as a means to an end is thus violation of respect of serving a rational being. In fact, the human formulation is perfect duty because to treat a rational human being as a means and then denies them the autonomy and freedom that allows them to be just, thus creating a contradiction. The third is autonomy. Thus, the third practical principle allows the ultimate condition of harmony within practical reasoning. The idea that every rational being is universally listening. Well, each maxim must be one that subjects impose to themselves. You cannot violate other freedoms, so you cannot tell them how to act. So each subject creates a universal idea, which everyone comes to the same conclusions based on university. New sheet, T-shell. In interpretation, the affirmative must specify fruit in this first speech violation. The affirmative didn't standards. This is completely unfair because we need to be having discussions about fruit need to be at the forefront of conversations because child abuse in the Americas is extremely high. We must fundamentally solve. I still have 45 seconds off. Your timer's wrong. Anyways,
Okay, fuck you, I guess.
nuclear energy is actually awful because of the chances and risks of explosion. Solar is extremely bad for the environment. because all these rare earth mineral minings, it's literally just different types of rare earth minings. You're still destroying the earth in just different ways than fossil fuels. Also, taking away fossil fuels is fundamentally like not possible because we rely so much on them, as the affirmative points out in their world. We cannot take away we need right, we cannot take away fossil fuels because the insane reliance we have on them. It would completely destroy the economy. It would destroy everything. Fossil fuels is a fundamental reliance of us, which is why the affirmative fails, in which wind also destroys lots of birds and destroys
Your time
the
is up.
economy.
Even if
And
even if my timer
time.
is wrong. Even if my timer was wrong.
I
Okay,
just said time.
yeah, no, I don't even know. Like, I literally tuned out after the first minute. I had no clue what you talked. What the fuck are the three pillars of humanity, bro? Like, are you fucking Plato? Jesus Christ! I came
This
into
is
this
debate, though.
Jesus, dude, I cannot survive debate like that. That sounds like the fucking worst thing in the fucking world. Jesus Christ.
Bro, I was not even speaking as fast as people normally do. They go 400 words per minute.
You train words per minute in your speech?
What?
Like, do you have to train that or something? Like,
Yeah, you have to train to speak really fast. Like, it doesn't just come that easy.
oh my god, bro. Like, I made like hella silly slides. I did not realize I just get my fucking ass handed to me. um,
If you wanted to debate, you should have told me earlier,
dude,
right?
I literally
I'm gonna
came
run
up with this
another
in the
T-shell in
afternoon.
you.
Like,
I'm about to run another T-shell on you.
okay, I don't even know what the fuck a T shell is.
It's a theoretical shell that basically says my opponents did something that's like fundamentally wrong or immoral that like skews me out of the round, thus they should lose.
Okay. Um, how long do I get, or do you get time again, or do I get
Nah,
time?
you get 4 minutes.
Okay, I get
You
4
get 4
minutes.
minutes.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I'll spend like probably like 1 minute of that time talking about fossil fuels. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna start speaking then. Okay. Well, as Kapil points out, um, the goal of nuclear being sustainable by 2030 is like, I feel like there's no reason to not try, because is that a fucking pillar of humanity? I don't even know. Like, you're just like looking at me like I'm a fucking dumbass now. And, like, I feel bad like even speaking during this time. I just like, I don't even want to do this anymore. Like, I'm low-key not even having fun. Um, um, if we're fucked by 2030, then we're just like fucked, right? So like we should try for a solution, because if we continue to move along the same path as we are, then we're fucked no matter what, right? So we should still implement new energy sources because of it. Um, yeah, that's all I have. That's all I have to say, because I don't know what the fuck a
Uh,
pillar of humanity is.
Um, Basically, a lot of the stuff I read is just how you should evaluate the round and why, like, whoever like does all of that, like meets that should win. Like the moral, like low-key deontology might perhaps help you. I don't know, but like, right? So you just yap some more about like what I said. You know how I said that you should specify a fruit in your first
What
speech
the
and
fuck is
like
a fruit? What is a fruit?
uh a fruit. You don't know what a
I
fruit
don't know.
is?
No, well, in terms of debate, I don't know what a fruit is.
A banana.
I should specify a fruit
Yes.
in a banana. Like,
Yes.
okay, okay. I don't know if you're trolling me or not. Like, do I
I
literally?
am. I
Okay,
literally
okay.
am.
I'm literally just getting trolled. Like,
I'm running so many theoretical arguments on you. I kind of feel bad, but low key, this is funny.
you're just like, I don't understand how you can smurf in debate. Like, what the fuck is this shit, man? Like, I don't understand how like you can come on and you can give all these like fucking like pillars of humanity or whatever the fuck, and like, oh, state of fruit in your like argument, and Kamala Harris can go on and be like, some of you might not know me, but my name is Kamala Harris and I come from a working class family in California. Like, and she can get away with it. You know what I mean? And like the same with Donald Trump. He's literally fucking eating cats and dogs and shit. And and like and you're out here like the affirmative does not actually prove the this. So this means it's immoral, and thus they must like I fucking can't comprehend that shit, bro. Fuck. I'm just waiting out my time at this point. Just
Well, great. I'll use it to write responses.
okay, sure. I have to fill this time doing something. Uh,
Okay, come on, bro. Mike.
let's just keep playing the Excel Olympics on my screen.
That format, yep.
But you can also do
While I
it
wait
manually,
for
so
you.
let's see what happens here.
Especially with a unique shape like this, that find and replace option might be a little bit more of a time savers. But I think doing what you know and doing it quickly is probably to their best interest.
Yep.
So now you're putting ones, so you just select everything and just look at the bottom right, what the sum is, so you don't have to like put the formula, right?
Either that or a quick
I like it.
formula, whatever is easiest for that team member. This is definitely similar to an approach that I took in an early run through. I think I did that find and
Oh,
replace
okay. Well, that's my timer, so I don't know.
Okay. Alright,
Was it 4 minutes for
off-time
you?
roadmap, yeah.
Okay.
Off-time roadmap, I'm gonna briefly touch on let's go first T shell of fruit spec, we're gonna go back to case, then we're gonna have new sheet for second T shell, maybe if I have time, go on to deontology and explaining why I win.
What the
Time will
fuck?
begin on my first word.
Okay, sure.
First on the T shell, that fundamentally the affirmatives to specify fruit in the first speech. They specify banana in their second speech, but it fundamentally does not solve because fruits should be at the forefront of our conversation in so much we solve for child obesity in America by having these fruits at the forefront of our discussion. I didn't have enough time in my last speech, but drop the debater a priori. This is because you got to know the rules of the game before you play it. Drop the debater because they should be advocating more for child obesity and solving that, right? Drop the debater there. On case, they say that there's no reason not to try because we may be fucked by 2030. The risk of nuclear energy is so bad that we actually shouldn't try. The nuclear meltdowns, the catastrophic things that come with that, like there's no point in trying. They fundamentally drop the extension here that solar panels are from rare earth minerals to just end up impacting the earth negatively anymore. They also drop the fact that weaning off fossil fuels and removing fossil fuels is negatively impacts the economy, which is why we should not be doing it. And they say it's some sort of pillar of humanity, but it's not. Deontology doesn't do that. We must act upon the moral, not the act by. Hold up, give me 1 second.
Okay, sure.
Where's
Take your time.
deontology?
You have to memorize the
Oh,
ontology.
shit. I don't have it memorized, bruh.
Okay.
Right? Act accordingly to that maxim whereby you can at the same time will that it should become universal law. By removing fossil fuels, we should not do that. Right? It's inherently bad because we need them, and we rely so much on them. Okay, now, second T shell. The affirmatives should specify the res at least 20 minutes before the round. The interpretation violation, they do not. Standards. Time skew. This is completely unfair. I have no time to respond to anything that they're saying because I don't know what was going to happen here. Second is ground skew. Like we actually had no clue what to do. Like it's totally unfair because I'm just getting this 3 seconds before I'm about to start speaking. Prep skew. This is 4 because I actually had no prep before this. Predictability. There's actually no predictability here. We lose topic education because don't actually get to learn any intrinsic thing about this. We lose real world education because this is just not how the world functions. People don't just spring things upon you and you just have no time to research it and then you have to go into debate. We lose policy education because this is just not actually how this happens. We lose clash. We lose right. We lose clash here. Now, fundamentally, why is this bad? People lose accessibility to the debate space. If the debate space is inaccessible, people start doing a debate. As a result, the debate collapses. 2, fairness excuse education without having a fair flow to possibly properly evaluate the round. You cannot look at anything else in the flow until the issue fairness is resolved. No one wants to debate. It's unfair. Debate collapses because of that. Subpoint B, debate is education. Debate is funded for educational purposes. If debate no longer becomes educational, debate will collapse because there's no funding. Education is key to interacting in the real world. It's the only intrinsic value we get at a debate. E, underview. A priori, you have to know the rules of the game before you play it. It must come first. Drop the debate or deter feature burst. Competing interpretations over reasonability. We'll allow RBIs on this one because we were running MO theory. It's kind of unfair, but no RBIs in the first one. Now, back onto case. They want to try or die, but just I explained to you why solar is bad. Wind kills birds. Nuclear has catastrophic impacts. Is basically like you're using the things that are for nuclear bombs that can kill so many people. Instead, use geothermal. Instead, use hydropower if you really want something. There are multiple alternative sources, and also like climate change irreversible by 2030. There's actually nothing we can do. There's no point in trying. The intrinsic values that we lose by removing fossil fuels hurts the economy so much that we just can't bounce back, which is why it's fundamentally immoral to be removing fossil fuels. And right, climate change isn't real. I concede my time, unless you have questions.
Okay. How does wind kill birds?
Birds run into the wind turbines, and the wind turbines like kill them. That's my time.
Okay. Okay.
What?
Cool.
Okay, I have a 2-minute speech now.
Okay. You have a 2-minute speech. Sure. Here's your 2 minutes.
Yeah, I got my 2-minute speech, and then you got 3 minutes. Okay, give me just like 1 second. Okay. Oh wait, Loki, I should run epistemology. Nah, we won't run epistemology.
It's how the world works or something. I don't know. I've learned this in philosophy.
Okay,
And I totally forgot
my time
about
will
it.
begin on my first word. Go back to deontology. Fundamentally, the person who should be winning this round in this debate is because whoever's actions are fundamentally moral. We proved to you that my actions are more moral because the fossil fuel reliance in America is actually so high that removing any reliance on fossil fuels and transporting to these is energy fails, economy fails. We have all of these internalized impacts of death, dehumanization, bad economy leads to bad healthcare, leads to people dying, leads to increased poverty, dehumanization in like that. That's also bad. Also, my two T shells drop the debater because they don't give me the res 20 minutes before. Completely unfair excuse out of literally anything we can possibly do in this debate. Like I have to like run through the oddest back files of oddest back files. It gives like no clash. This guy can't even understand anything I'm going to be saying because I'm spreading so fast, and like it's completely unfair. Now two fruit spec, like bro's not advocating enough for those who are morbidly obese in America. Thus, you should drop the debater there. Also, a priori here, like I don't see how you can a priori this, but like drop the debater. Bro should fundamentally lose because of this. Anyways, expand the fact that by 2030, like shit's gone, and expand geothermal and hydropower because that's better. Also, expand the fact that climate change isn't real because I'm Trump. I have to say this. What else? Also, yeah, let's run an. Oh no, I can't really run another T shell in the final one. Yeah. You want questions in the last 30 seconds? Oh wait, no. Actually, let's go back to ontology. Under the humanity pillar, it's like it's autonomous will is what creates a rational action, right? Human beings have inherent worth, which means like we should be protecting the people that live in this time now, right? So under the humanity pillar, we solve for those people. We don't lead to economic recession and economic collapse and all of this death, which is why we're fundamentally a better side to be voting for in this round. And this is I probably should run a T-shell about you being ABC, but whatever, that's time.
Okay. I'll ask you questions after my 3 minutes, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get on my first word. So like this guy's calling me fat and obese and shit. Like, something about dropping the debater. Loki, why the fuck you trying to drop my ass, bro? I don't know. I'm just like, I'm out here trying to advocate for better sources of fuel, and you're calling me fucking obese, and you're gonna drop me. And so, like, yeah, just let's have vote Kamala Harris. Dude, I'm not having it. I'm low-key not having it. Do you have questions?
When did I call you obese?
You mentioned how I didn't bring fruits, but I mentioned banana, and then something about fucking childhood obesity. I don't know what you're saying. I literally, like, is that... And the
I'm basically saying that you don't advocate for child obesity, and because you're such a bad person for not advocating for child obesity and basically saying it's an issue that we need to solve, you should lose the debate.
because I'm not supporting. Wait, what? So
Yeah,
so
because you
so
don't support like you're not actively you're not advocating to solve child obesity. You should lose.
so even though even though I'm arguing for childhood obesity, I'm not advocating for it. Thus, I should lose.
You're arguing for climate change. You never said that like we should stop child obesity.
Wait, why the fuck are you talking about childhood obesity?
Because it's a T shell.
What the shit is a T shell?
It's basically saying my opponents did something unfair in this round. They violated a norm in the debate space. As such, they should lose the round. A norm in the debate space is that you got to specify a fruit in your first speech.
Okay, so that I'm arguing for something, or
Right? So because you didn't say a fruit, and because speaking about fruits leads to people consuming fruits, which leads to less obesity, you should like lose the debate.
okay. I don't
You got any
understand.
response to
I
that
don't
in the last
understand
20
how you
seconds?
fucking like. You should specify a fruit, like a banana, and then you fucking use it, and
Yeah,
and then you're like, even though the debater in the second round specified banana, he does not advocate for childhood obesity, and that's like, what the fuck are you saying? Like,
No, because you specified banana in your second speech. Conversations about fruit need to be at the forefront of our conversation, which inherently the opposition does not solve.
so you're saying that? Okay, I'm gonna remove this fucking timer. It's low-key pissing me off now. Okay, wait. How do I hide it? I hide it like
That's
this.
time.
So okay, like, explain to me first of all,
Real
what
question
the fuck
though,
is a
how
fruit?
weird would it be if I went to my desk so I can like plug in my computer? 'Cause
Okay,
it's
go
about to
ahead. No,
die.
it's fine. Loki is fine. Go ahead. But like,
You can keep talking. I'll explain.
so like, okay, you're Loki cutting out. I'll let you plug in your computer. But okay, just a full house tour. Like, how much do you have? How much do you have in your house? Yeah. Maybe I should start editing this. Okay. Okay. Now it seems like you're back to normal. I think I
Yeah,
can
you
hear
probably should edit this because like I sort of like.
Nope, I'm putting it wrong.
Okay, yeah, definitely edit this.
Okay, so first of all, what the fuck is a fruit?
Like a banana.
No, but not like in the debate space. What is a fruit?
A banana.
Or okay, now you're trolling me. Are you saying like I didn't specify? Okay, no, I don't understand. I literally don't understand.
Yes. I am telling you that because you did not say the word apple, blueberry, banana, or strawberry, or any other fruit, kiwi, cantaloupe, pineapple, because those words didn't come out of your mouth, you lose.
No, that doesn't make any sense because I thought we were arguing about climate change.
Exactly. But because you should say fruit, and because child obesity in America is so high, fruits need to be at the forefront of our conversation.
Is this not
It's
a
a
fallacy?
bullshit argument.
Is this not a fallacy of some sort? There's some fucking like T shell or some bullshit.
It's a T shell. Exactly. You got it.
So
You're learning.
And so can I T shell your fucking wait, okay, I'm searching this up. What the fuck is a T shell? T shell.
Look up debate theory. That'll probably help you.
Debate theory. Shell. So T shell is short for theory shell.
Yeah, theory shell.
What the fuck?
And addresses abuse. Yeah, you were being abusive by not specifying a fruit.
That's so bullshit though. There's no okay. You can't tell me that you go to fucking debate somebody and you're just talking about like you're just completely changing the subject to fuck them over.
This is a very high level technical debate. See, I would have engaged in a real debate with you if you hadn't like bullshitted and like not given me the topic.
What? I gave you a topic, bro. What the
You gave me
fuck?
the topic like 3 seconds before I was about to start debating, bro.
So wait, so was that the other T shell? The other T shell was like, I
Yeah,
deserve
the
to know.
other T shell was you didn't give me the affirmative should have given me the topic at least 20 minutes before the debate.
That's what 20 minutes before the debate.
At least.
Shit. What? Drop the debater. Their abuse was so bad that it completely skewed the rest of the round. When they lose, it'll encourage good norms in the future, since people will feel punishment. Wait, who comes up with this
Exactly.
shit? Who comes up with this shit? Like, actually.
Do you by chance know Ethan Park?
Who the fuck is Ethan Park?
Yeah, he's like an insane debater that does this.
Okay. How do you get more people into debate if this is what it is? Like, do people really just enjoy arguing?
No, so this is high level technical debate. Very few people actually get involved in this.
So other than you and like two other people.
No, let's see how many people broke at NPDI. NPDI is like the biggest technical tournament of like the entire debate season that I missed because I had the what's it called, Logan.
Oh, dang, I'm sorry. Or I'm happy that it happened.
Nah, it's all good. Hold up. Team achievements. Literally everyone from MVLA broke at that tournament. What? 2, 4, 6, 8. There was 10 people, so 5 teams.
Okay, what does it mean to break in debate?
Breaking is like so you have prelim rounds where like you debate and then depending on how well you do in those rounds, you get to go on to like octos and then octos and then quarters and then semis and then finals. So if you make it to like octos or double octos, however they do that, that's breaking in debate.
Oh, so just like making it into whatever the bracket is.
Exactly.
Okay. So everyone in MBLA broke.
Yeah, at this tournament.
So was that 10 people?
That 10 people, yeah.
10 people. Damn. How big is your debate?
But then you gotta
team?
add like Ethan Park, you gotta add like the other people who do technical debate in like the other events. So it'll end up being more like 20.
So 20 people broke. But in different
I'd
events.
say we have 100 people. Yeah. No. 20 people do technical debate.
Okay. And then like what's the split between all the different events?
Oh god. I have no idea.
Okay.
But we're like a massive team. We're like 100 plus.
Jesus Christ, bro. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
so when Mr. A gave that speech at like not community, thank you, middle school tours of we're the biggest organization on campus. You won't find a community like this anywhere else. I was doing my best not to laugh and call him out because debate is like so much larger.
Well, debate is MVLA, right? So you get Los Altos students too.
But even then, if you cut out Los Altos, there's still going to be more people.
Really? You have just 100 people
Yeah.
at Mountain View.
Probably.
Oh,
Bro,
okay.
we have like at least 500 people in our Slack.
What? 500 people?
In the Slack.
In the
So this includes a few graduate. We have 704 people in our Slack.
Okay. That's like kind of scary. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm intimidated.
So that's
now.
about the size of our freshman class. Or, well, sophomore class. I don't know how big the freshmen are.
You're 700 in your sophomore class?
Yep.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed that debate and got a good taste of what debate's like.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
I'd love to do an actual debate with you if you give me the actual topic like earlier.
Okay. I mean, I don't even know, dude. I thought this was gonna be a lot like a lot simpler, but I guess I've grown a little bit more respect towards people who are in debate, or I guess high level technical. What is it? High level technical debate. I low-key
Yeah,
got
it's just really technical debate, but like I tried to make you feel better about it, so I said it's high level.
okay. So it's just technical debate.
Yeah, but like only smart people do it.
Oh, okay. My bad. I'm not in technical debate
Nah,
then.
but like you're not in debate, so like you can still be a smart person.
Okay, so there's not smart debaters and then smart debaters who do technical debate.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Well, actually, low-key, I can't say only smart debaters do technical debate because Callista's like really smart and she won nationals but doesn't do technical debate. So
Mhm. Yeah. Shit, I don't even know how to end the podcast now. Um uh I don't know, do you have any final thoughts about marching band debate or anything else going on in your life?
I don't know. Here, I can end by showing you the mass amount of flows I have on my desk. Right? So
Sure.
flows are how we basically it's like note-taking in debate. So
Okay.
each stack is of multiple pages, and that's one debate.
Okay. And that's like
So
you
let's
taking
count.
notes or what? During the
This
debate?
is like me taking notes and writing responses,
Okay.
right? So I have this.
Jesus Christ.
Oh wait, hold up. There's one more. So I have this
Okay.
plus this entire folder,
Oh my god.
which is like this.
And you have to fold that in half
Pretty
for
thick.
like the others for the flow, right? Or
Yeah.
whatever. Okay.
Like I fold it in half like when I finish and I organize it per round.
hmm
Like and then I stack them all in and I'm like, okay, that's one round.
do you like VOD review yourself like after a debate tournament?
What?
Do you like review how you do in each round after a debate tournament? Is that like,
Yeah.
oh, I wish I could have gone back and made this argument or something. Like do you do that? Like do you watch videos of yourself with your team
We
or
don't watch videos of ourselves. We look back at the flow and we do speech redos. So like you'll just exactly what it sounds like. You'll redo the speech. You'll go up
oh.
and you'll just like yap to nobody. You'll yap to the wall of like what you would have said in that round.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Anything else?
Um, I don't know. What do you want me to
I don't
say?
know. Plug your socials. Plug anything. Said like,
Like
good job. Good
anything?
job on the season, guys. Everyone did really well.
Yeah,
All right. All right.
that's true. Thanks for hosting me, John.
Yeah. No problem.
I hope you
Um,
enjoyed the debate.
it was an experience, and I will say I'm glad that I've seen how it is. I guess. Uh, I don't know. I should probably say stuff for YouTube. Please like and comment and subscribe. It would really help. Um, trying to. I didn't even know Kavi had 93 subscribers. I think it was back when he was doing AI drumline videos. But now I have a goal. Let's beat Kavi's subscriber count of like 93 or 94. I don't remember. Yeah. Please, if you're in the marching band and this comes out before this Friday, please buy our merch. And yeah, that's all I have. See ya. Catch you on the next one.